Hello, Easy Note Doctors. This is Dr. Sean Tompkins with another training video. In this video, I want to talk about some important things that have come up. I'm going to talk about our ADLs and also the date for the next treatment visit. First, let's begin with the ADLs. We see here in this Easy Notes newsletter on June 30th, Dr. Silver's talking about ADLs. And I think it's a good thing to do. You want to address how a patient's improving, and you want to do that with their activities of daily living. So we have here sleeping, sitting, standing, walking, personal care, and looks like these are from the questionnaires that you would have a patient fill out, whether it's the lower back oswestry or the neck oswestry. I think it's important though. You want to show how a patient's improving based on their loss of function. So if they're gaining some function back, well, you sure want to show that to Medicare, because that proves medical necessity right there. And that's one of the things that the chiropractors are getting audited for, is not showing medical necessity. So when you're showing that they're improving with their function, with their ADLs, then boy, you're spot on. So here Dr. Silver shows you what to do here. This is the text. I guess you just copy and paste it to the edit custom text, and you would use these sentences as appropriate. We'll go over here to SOAP note, and this is where you would add the custom text here. I think you just copy and paste it. This would be the headline, would be the ADL, like for say headaches or sitting. Then you would copy the text there. And then how you use it is you would place your cursor. I would suggest it in the subjective part. And then you come over here to insert custom text, and I've got one just as an example here. And so here we have the patient states that their headache is better. I like this, but my problem is, and you may have the same problem, is by the time you get to this part of the note, I forget to put it in there. That's a problem for me. But I have something that I think you might like better. If you're like me and forget, this might be a better approach for you. So what I've done with my Medicare customizations, my documentation system, is I've customized these blue buttons. And this one right here, functional bed areas, this is the one I use for Medicare. So how we would do this is we'd start a sentence, the patient states that they're, and then we have all these ADLs that comes from the questionnaires, and some that don't come from the questionnaires, like ability to climb stairs, ability to perform everyday activities, getting up from lying down. So we'll use headache as an example. So we'll check headache, and then if the patient says, well, yeah, my headache's a little bit better, you can put mildly improved, or yeah, it's somewhat better, or moderately, you can put that one. Or they say, hey doc, my headache is greatly improved. Well, there you have a choice that you can make, and just saying their headache's better. Now we have a way we can quantify it. Whereas we go back to these, it just says the sleep is improved, and it really doesn't say how the sleep is improved. But with my customizations, we can actually show if it's a little bit, or moderate, or greatly improved. So here we have the sentence that we just created as it relates to test goals, because I use their ADLs, their loss of function, that's a goal. So I'm basically telling Medicare, hey, their goal, as it relates to their goals, he states that his headache is greatly improved since his last visit. So there we go. We've told the patient how they're doing, and not only that, we have fulfilled a treatment visit requirement where we're supposed to give a subsequent visit history. I'll talk about that in just a moment. Another important thing that I found out, I've learned these from a webinar given by Dr. Ron Short on June 20th of this year. It was a ChiroCode webinar that was sponsored by Dr. Evan William. And what Dr. Short said about this next treatment, you see here I said follow treatment plan, and that's usually what I do. But he said, we can't do that anymore. I don't guess we're supposed to be doing it anyway. So Medicare wants the date of the next visit. Well, guess what? Just so happens, Easy Notes has this feature. So we just select the date, we're good to go. Well, Dr. William, the co-sponsor, and he's also the vice president of ChiroCode, he backed Dr. Ron Short up on this point that yes, they must have the date. So when I have two experts telling me to put the date, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm doing it. That's going to keep me out of hot water. So go to ChiroCode. You can look up their previous webinars. That one particular webinar about the subsequent visit, Medicare documentation visit, subsequent visit, that'll probably be on their website for about 30 days. So you might have like about a week left. If you purchase my system, my documentation system, I will include the slides as a bonus. So if you can't watch a visit, you miss it, and you want to buy my system, yeah, you'll have the slides. You'll also have some other slides, other presentations too. Well, let's talk about my documentation system. Well, we have different I have customizations for just about every part of Easy Notes, from the exam to the SOAP note to treatment plan to X-ray, and this is all the text for that. Then I have a video that actually shows step by step how to get that text into Easy Notes. And then I have videos that show you how I use that text, how I use these customizations. And then I also have some bonuses, like I was telling you before. In the bonuses, we have the subsequent Medicare documentation visit. That's the slides of that. Here's one from Dr. Gwilliam last year. It's probably one of the best Medicare documentation videos. So it'll be the slides. It's not the video, it'll be the slides. That's the best one I've ever seen. We have another one from Dr. Short. That's the initial visit for Medicare. Here's one from Dr. Friedman. So I try to learn from all the experts and try to incorporate it into my documentation, and that helps keep my documentation good. It helps keep me out of hot water. If you listen to some of my videos in the past, you've heard I had won an appeal where Medicare denied some claims, but come to find out that they were wrong. A third party reviewed my documentation and stood by me, and so Medicare had to come back and pay me my money. So I find that to be my documentation to be very, very helpful. I also have this Medicare guidelines booklet that's included in there. If you don't have that, you need to have that. You can go to Medicare.gov and probably download that. I have my intake form, audit checklist, and my intake form here too, as well. So if you have any questions or interested in purchasing my documentation system, you can email me here, or you can call my office. And I'll be glad to answer any questions you have. And as always, be responsible and keep studying and following the Medicare and insurance requirements for your state. Hope this video has been helpful, and thank you for watching.